what's up? It's your girl Genelle. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you're returning, thank you for tuning in today. Today's makeup is going to be my Coachella makeup. I didn't go to Coachella last year, so this year we're going. And I like to come up with a main makeup look along with the outfits that I'm gonna be wearing. It just makes the weekend a lot more easy and flowing because it is pretty chaotic with events, going to the festival, transportation, drinking your water, making sure you're at least getting 4 hours of sleep. So this is kind of my makeup look I wanted to tailor for myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to film this for the girls. I'm going to stagecoach. I'm going to be doing a little performance around that time. It's my birthday at the end of the month, so I just kind of wanted to lock this all in. I'll have all my products linked down below. My inspo was just like this gorgeous, glowy, tan, sun-kissed, kind of like messy skin. I'll have photos so you guys can see. And then also Cher has done like a really nice smoky eye. I think is like so sexy and so pretty. And I know it's not stagecoach, but I'm definitely gonna take on that country hot girl type of look. Also, I've been listening to a ton of Ella Langley, and she always has a bomb smoky eye. She's got a perfect voluminous blowout, and she's got her bangs. She is so fire. She's so bomb. I also recently did my hair this really luscious dark cherry color, which I'm really into. Makes me feel fun. I'm talking so much. So without further ado, if you guys want to see this video and you like it, give it a thumbs up. I'll have everything linked down below, and let's get into it. Okay, so I have prepped my face. I am loving this new Dr. Jart Skin Barrier Moisturizing Cream. So I put that, I mixed this with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Hue Drops in Sun Glow. You can't get this at the Sephora sale, but I also prepped my face with this Cocoa and Eve antioxidant tanning face mist. I will leave a discount code down below. I have one for you guys, but this is literally the best. It just gives you a nice sheeny glow. Okay, this is the whole point. We are trying to glow down, baby. There are two sunscreens that I'm taking with me to Coachella. This is the Tatcha Silk Sunscreen, Unreal. It's just like my favorite everyday sunscreen. It goes on really nice, and it's like I'll show you, it's like a nudie pinky color. So there's no white cast, and it just like works on the skin really well. This is a primer. This is the Naked Sundays SPF 50 Plus plant-based collagen antioxidant collagen glow 100% mineral sunscreen. This also has a skin tone color to it. It has more of a tacky consistency, which hence it is a primer, so it's gonna hold on my foundation for way longer. Most days at Coachella are 18-hour days. You're sleeping 5 or 6 hours. If honestly, for me, it'll probably be like 5. Weekend. Let's talk about Coachella weekend. I don't even really drink Coachella weekend. I drink a little bit, but it's kind of hard. There's just like drinks in the VIP in general, and in the artist pass area, which is like the step above VIP, there's just like water and bathrooms. It's just more of like an easier access place. Long story long, I don't really drink much. I try not to because drinking also makes me so sleepy. Also, I get these wipes from Sephora. They're so easy. I throw them in my travel bag. I have them next to my makeup desk. These are the watermelon ones. I love the smell of watermelon. Thanks. I like to smell like a watermelon girl. I even like the hand sanitizer that's the watermelon. So love that. Okay. And this is gonna come off a lot more extra than normal because, like I said, 18-hour makeup needs to be on my face and it needs to look glowy and good. And yeah, so I'm gonna take these Urban Decay. I just got these. These are the Face Bond Illuminators. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and this, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do. This is gonna go underneath my foundation. And then I'm just gonna blend it out just a little bit, like around my cheeks, my cheekbones, kind of where I would put bronzer, but we're just gonna give that undertone of a glow. Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, my favorite ever. This is in 5.75. And I'm just gonna go. I love this Dibs brush. I'm gonna just start blending it into the skin and just kind of patting it over top of the face illuminator. This just gives you the prettiest glow to the skin. It's a little light since I've put on self-tan, but that's okay. Hourglass concealers are some of my favorite concealers ever. They're so good. So this is in Drift, Cedar, and oh, this one doesn't have a sticker. We won't use that one. So I'm just gonna go underneath my eye and start to contour out my nose, and then maybe just a little of my T-zone. I'm like looking at you guys like, I've been back up on my beauty blender, okay? So I'm gonna go in with the beauty blender and pat it in and drag it up. Look at that, how it just snatches the eye. And then I'll just take some on the lid. T-zone, you kind of need to blend this out fast because I forget this does dry. This dries down pretty fast. You gotta be quick with it, which is kind of good because that means it's gonna stick in the places you want it to stick. Now I'm gonna take some of this number 2 Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm going to press my eyes first with a pressed powder, not a loose powder first. And then, so setting my skin in my T-zone. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm gonna bake. Now I'm gonna take this Fat Giorgio Armani bronzer. It's in the shade, and I'm going to take just a little bit, nothing crazy, and I'm gonna just set my forehead lightly because this becomes very pigmented very fast, you see, like already. And just messy with it. You don't have to be perfect, just to kind of give you that bronze forehead. And then I'll take the other side of this brush. This is my favorite brush from Hourglass. It's so good. Honestly, if you're seeing this during the sale, get this brush. I use it for blush, like everything. Okay, I'm gonna go right here, just above my ear, and then blend it up. That's how I do my bronzer, and it looks crazy. I know, it looks a little wild. And then if you're like, I did too much bronzer, you can take your setting powder and you can just kind of go and just go over those areas to blend it out. I'm gonna wipe this powder. Let's do my brows really quick. I have 10 of these and I buy them every Sephora sale. Sephora. And this is the Kosas Brow Pop Nano in black brown, or brown black. And what I like to do is I like to extend my brows out, more like not down, not up, just like towards the top of my ear, and just kind of fill in the brow a little bit. I'm taking at the front of my brow and I'm just doing upward strokes and then kind of at an angle. Just kind of draws my face a little bit more of a frame. Also, Rare Beauty Brow Gel, and I'm just going to fluff the brows forward. I don't have eyebrow blindness anymore. Let's not talk about it. Y'all know I was doing a lot with my brows last summer, but it's okay. I was like living, you know what I mean? You just gotta like, you know, sometimes you just gotta let your fave people live. You guys like let me live. I love you for that. This is why you and I, you're that bitch, that's why. Let's get into the eyes. This palette just got restocked. Well, it's restocked on the Sephora website. But this is my favorite palette. I've only had it for about a month, and look at, I'm like dipping my fingers in it. With this, I'm gonna do, like I said, the smoky kind of hazy dirty eye. And these are the perfect colors because they're not too warm and not too cool. So I'm gonna go into Matte Silk, just this color right here. And I'm just gonna go all over my lid and then kind of blend it up. And then blend it out. Instant, easy, smoky eye. This is like the easiest, most amazing color for a smoky eye. Pretty much if you're lazy and you don't really like love to do your makeup, this is like all you need, and some mascara and a matte lip and some gloss. Done. But because we're extra, we're extra. No, honestly, I love being extra. I'm just gonna go and do the other lid. I recently have been feeling kind of like down on myself because I think my whole life, my dad kind of jokingly always talked about how I was like a lot to handle, and I was a kid that always tested him and pushed the limits, and I talked back and I was sassy. And I think recently I've been going through something and I really started feeling down on myself and thought, wow, am I too much? Am I a lot? Will I never be able to be a good girlfriend or a good wife or friend maybe even, because I'm kind of a lot and I can be sassy? And I think I was thinking to myself, wow, am I like the only girl that has like an attitude some days and gets sassy and calls people out? Maybe I shouldn't be that way. I don't know, but I also have the biggest heart and I love so hard. And when you're my person and you're in my corner, I do mess up. You do see the worst sides of me, but you also then see the very best. And I'm extremely loyal. I will never leave you unless there's been like ultimate disrespect. Obviously, you know, I have been working on my self-worth and my self-esteem. And one of the things that I definitely will do is walk away from something that isn't serving me or something that doesn't value me. But I think I've just been getting in my head recently, like, wow, am I the only crazy, not even crazy, just like sassy? I just feel like I'm a lot. I don't know, I was starting to feel bad, but then I just kind of like was on the internet, and sometimes the internet like self-soothes me. I get on TikTok and it just gives me clarification that maybe I'm not the only girl that speaks up and kind of can talk out of pocket and can talk out of turn. But then if you have people and friends around you that correct you and teach you, as long as you're open-minded and you want to grow, then it's okay. And I don't know, I'm putting on the smoky eye and I'm feeling like I'm about to duke it out with someone or something. But anyways, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier. This is the Cocoa Caviar Stick Eye Color. I throw this in my purse. This is such a badass color. It's so pretty and it's a beautiful brown. I'm gonna go right at the end of my eye. A key to getting underneath your lash line is look down and just kind of run it through the waterline. Just look all the way down. And then I'm just gonna run this. We're just gonna then kind of blend it. Just kind of smudge it. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're just going to literally just smudge. And then you can even take an angled brush that you're smudging it out with and just go on the top of the lash line. So it's just this nice, do you see how it kind of like smized the eye? So I'm just gonna bring that up like so. Now I'm gonna just do the other eye. And so yeah, I bring up that to say that if you are aware that you are a lot, or people have made you always feel like maybe you're too much, or it makes you feel that if you show, because I think another part of me was like, if I show really who I am and how I'm intense and can be a lot and can live, laugh, love to the fullest, but also not live, laugh, love to the fullest. I'm not talking about physical abuse or like anything like that. But I have been a little bit off my rocker before, and certainly it has not been respectable or good. And when I want to get good, it's either too late or I don't know. I just feel like I need to work on myself and not be so sassy. But then if I'm like dulling down my sassiness, then my super passionate sweet girl side, not that I need to be extreme. Does anyone get me? Am I sounding crazy? I don't know why I'm using this as like a therapy session. Easy peasy, I'm gonna go right in my bottom lash line and drag it. And I kind of look up and forward, up and forward. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna take a bit of the color again, and I'm gonna use the shadow and the stick to kind of have this come together. And for me, when I'm doing this, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna take this color. This is Diamond Dimension. I'm gonna take it on my finger. And I'm gonna go just on the center. I want it to have that wet feel. And it's Coachella, so nothing wrong with a little bit of glitter. I'm gonna go, same on this side. And then I just take this flat brush, just flick it, and I just clean up where I have my wing. I'm gonna do some inner corner highlight, Benefit Cookie. If you do not own this, this is the first thing you should buy from the Sephora sale, and only thing. I've used it for years. It's insane. It's the best highlighter in the world for inner corner. If you like that inner corner glow, I'll show you. Slay. I'm gonna go here. And I think the reason why I was talking about feeling like I'm like the only girl that's like a little unhinged at times is because I think the smoky eye is making me go, oh, she's scary. And I always try to show my very feminine, soft side, which I really do have. But sometimes, because I have so many feelings and I have like a creative mind, it takes me to like extreme emotions. So I'm either extremely feeling rawr or ah. So I think I'm just like, I'm not crazy, I'm just kidding. This is one of the best bronzers. This was a trend last summer, a blush and a bronzer in one. I'm gonna show you why this is literally insane. Taking this hourglass brush, I'm gonna just start on the apple of my cheek and work it into that bronzer. And then we're gonna go across the nose. This just really ties in this sun-kissed, sun is setting, and you have that summer glow. This gives you that. And then we can like take it down a notch, but you get it. Of course, we have to do a little blush. I'm gonna do a little combo. I'm gonna take the Unreal Liquid Blush by Hourglass. This is in Whim. And I'm gonna go at the back of my hand. Skirt. And then this is Golden Hour, the Golden Hour shade in the Urban Decay Luminizer Face Bond. Another Hourglass brush. I'm gonna just mix these two. And the Hourglass liquid blush I just put on my hand is so pigmented, so you have to be careful. But here we go. We're gonna just flick this. Do you see how I'm bringing the glow back into my skin? So now we're getting that kind of sweaty desert girl. And you know what? I'm taking this separately on my hand, and I'm just gonna go on my nose. High points of my cheek. I've also been using this a lot. This is the NARS Hot Escape Cheek Palette number 2. Now, if you don't wanna buy all these individual products, this palette itself will give you a similar look to this. I'm gonna take the highlighter and of course my nose and then my cheeks just to lock in that glow. And if you're like, wow, I did too much, you can always dull it down with a clean brush just by patting it into the skin. Like I said, this is kind of like a dirtier makeup look. It's not as tailored and perfect. And then as you sweat throughout the day, it kind of just melts into your face because you're sweating, especially if you're going to a festival, a concert, you're outside, it's summer. You get the gist. Okay, this is brand new. This is the Kosas Cloud Set Airy Setting Smoothing Mist. So we're going to let this melt my face together. The finest mist. Sometimes I hate when I spray setting spray and then I just feel like I just got water sprayed on me and I'm like, ugh. While I let that dry, this brand new Patrick Ta Major Glow Nourishing Body Oil. This makes your body look crazy. Let me show you. So what we're gonna do is here. I'm gonna just put this like that. And then I take this big fluffy brush and I'm gonna just blend it. It smells so good. Wow. It gives you the most beautiful instant glow. I'm gonna put some on my arms. This is like also really good if you're hanging around a pool. This also comes in a body spray, so you can literally wear this and then spray yourself in the smell. Now finally, mascara. I need it. This is the brand new ribbon wrapped Too Faced mascara. It just extends your lashes and it doesn't drag around the top of your brow area. You know how some mascara smudges, especially when you're sweating? No bueno. Start at the bottom, wiggle, bring it up. You want the base of the lash to be the thickest, the fullest, and the darkest. But anyways, am I seeing anyone at Coachella? Leave a comment down below. I'm vlogging the entire Coachella experience. Like, I'm not gonna miss a moment. This is gonna be my first year where I'm like going hard with my vlog, showing my outfits every day, outfit check, giving you guys the full front row experience. Like, do you see how that just amplified the eye? Should I do my bottom lashes? Okay, so now this is the Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine Lip Liner. And I'm just gonna lightly go over the outside of my lip. This is like a waterproof million-hour lip liner. So I kind of outlined the lip. This is the Fenty Beauty. It is fussy. Isn't that suiting for my combo today? This is like a lip balmy gloss. I'll just go over this. Just in like the center. I'm being annoying. I want something more nude. I'm gonna take my concealer. The ultimate face setter. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray Original OG. They do now have like a glowy one, a very glowy one, a matte one, a watermelon hydration one. I love that one. Which honestly I should probably use because it does get so dry in the desert. So I'm gonna spray this though for today. So this is pretty much the makeup, but before I end it, I'm gonna do a couple extra steps. You do not need to do this, but I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna take this NARS palette I talked about earlier, and I'm going to go in the bronzer shade. And I'm going to go right at the start of my brow, just add a little bit. Do you see how it connects the brow to the nose? It kind of just gives that more fierce makeup look. And then I drag it out the top of the brow bone, like that. Right before the tip of my nose, I'm just gonna take that, make the nose look skinty. And then if you're like, I'm doing way too much, you can tone it down with a clean brush. Okay, now I'm just being so extra, it's insane. But this blush by Rare Beauty, it's called Happy. I'm gonna add a little bit because it gives me that glow. Like, I really just wanna beam from across the room. I already am, but I want people to see my highlight and be like, now I'm mixing that NARS one. Okay, I'm done. Let's sign out together. Okay, so I let my hair down, but last touch is this Rising Star Volumizing Finishing Spray. So what I like to do is I like to take the top sections of my hair and just spray underneath and then just run my fingers through it. This is by Amika. I love this brand. I love their packaging too. Then I just kind of like run my fingers through it. And it gives that kind of voluminous, very 90s bombshell hair. And I love that look, especially for Coachella. I think it's just gonna be fun. I'm also gonna do a half up, half down hair look. So definitely make sure you guys are following me on Instagram because I'm gonna be posting all my looks, photo dumps of all my outfits, and I'm gonna be trying to do my TikTok, and I obviously will be vlogging my whole Coachella adventure. Wait, we need a fragrance. What was I thinking? Funny enough, both of the fragrances that I am loving right now, both have Miami in it. This is Juliet Has a Gun, Miami Shake. Ooh, this smells so good. This is like lychee and coconut. And then this is Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. And it has like a honeydew melon, cottony, more cologne-y type of vibe. And this one's juicy lychee coconut. 10 out of 10. I'm wearing this all Coachella. It's done. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I really hope you liked it. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for always being there for me and being my friends and supporting me, watching my vlogs, watching my makeup tutorials. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!